at the buzzer. Here's Jordan. Now the starting group for the visitors. He's guarded by Harper. Inside, it's stolen. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way. Tipped away. Guarded by Jordan. Five on the clock. Launches a three. Longley grabs the miss. Outside Harper. Michael Jordan on the wing. That's a miss, his second after two shots.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
On target from 13 feet.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
And you do not want to let him get going early because that can get you cooked.
Now here's Rodman. Passes it to Jordan. Fade away. Outside for Pippen. For the three. Buries the long-range jumper.
Scottie Pippen, a dependable shooter from here now. Like how he gets his feet set first. That's fundamental, but essential.
Guarded by Pippen. It's tipped. Outside Harper. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Rodman covering. Lets the three fly. He can't get that one. Chicago leading by three. And here is Jordan. And that one, good.
Boy, you take a look at that jump shot of Jordan's, effortless and impeccable in its mechanics.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. To end the run, and he drops that one in.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you gotta love that action.
Off target at the rim.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Oh, what a play!
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said.
Kevin and Greg, I'm telling you, that is he's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And again, Chicago, no good. Jordan's gone only 1 of 5 shooting from the floor. Rodman grabs the miss. Chicago trailing here. Outside Harper. Outside Rodman. Now the pass to Longley. Just 4 to shoot. Lets it go from 11. It's good.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
Guarded by Pippen. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
First one falls for him. The Bulls making a switch here. Kerr's checked in. And so he makes both from the line.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Up top, Pippen. He dishes it to Kerr. Plays it up and banks it in.
And Scottie Pippen, so good at surveying the floor. Like seeing him find the open man with those sweet dishes.
Defended by Kerr. To the right side. Launches it. The shot, no good. Nice D from Pippen. To the inside and finished off by Longley.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Guarded by Pippen. Offensive rebound. And Jordan sends it back. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Bulls out front. They're up by 3. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. Game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
The Bulls leading by 3. Outside, Kukoc. Back to Jordan. And they double up Jordan. Snatched away. One-on-one here. And the rejection.
And it's always been about the effort defensively for Pippen, known as a stopper and a fantastic shot blocker to boot.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Bulls.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
And he makes that one.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there, dead on target.
And here are the Bulls now. They lead by 4. Outside, Kukoc. Kerr from down in the low post. It goes. second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, over the last few years, there's been a lot of talk about seeding playoff teams 1 through 16, regardless of conference. Now, taking the top 16 teams is a tough sell, especially for owners whose teams are in the relatively weaker Eastern Conference. Taking 8 teams from each conference and then cross-seeding earlier than the finals is something that does seem possible down the road. The reward for fans might be a finals matchup with the 2 best teams in the league. Kevin?
Interesting ideas. David, thank you.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And that's a go-to move for Kukoc. When he can get a step, has the ball handling skills and length to do damage.
Guarded by Jordan. To the paint. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And they're starting to heat up is what they're doing. They're on fire. I mean, that's what they need to climb back into this game.
Bulls making a switch here. Weddington's checked in. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Has to Kerr. Here's Weddington. Pass to Pippen. And Jordan has it in the corner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Kukoc kicks to Pippen. From deep 3-point range, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. They've been hanging in there.
And a chance here to jump on top.
Guarded by Kukoc. Out left to the wing. Beyond the arc. Nailed from 3-point land. He's got 7.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Shot clock at 6. From deep. But they recover it. Does not find the basket. His second miss. He's now 1 for 3. Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
Guarded by Jordan. For 3. It doesn't go for him. Now Chicago takes it the other way.
Watching Jordan take it to the rim, I love it, man. Looking determined to at least force the defense to foul.
Bulls shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good.
For some, he is the GOAT. Michael Jordan, greatest of all time, legend, arguably the best player of all time. That's a debate for another time, but the epitome of greatness is for sure.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Rodman, he's checked in for Kukoc, and it's Harper in for Steve Kerr. And so Jordan nails both of them. There's 1:54 left to play here in the second quarter. To the middle. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
And I like it, Kevin and Greg. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in there, but for me, I don't mind a little extra.
Bulls trail by 3. Outside Pippen. 1:35 left in the first half. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there.
Take a break.
Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. The free throw drops for Rodman.
And as a free throw shooter, Rodman has his challenges. One of those guys who almost shoots a better percentage from the field.
And both free throws good for Rodman. Here's Jordan. He has 7. And the dunk by Jordan.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line. Here's Jordan. 9 points in the game so far. And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. .116 left here in the second. Left side, Pippen. Passes to Wennington. Now here's Pippen. Defense is right there. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Down low. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. He has 7.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here's Rodman. Back to Jordan. Off the left rim and out.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
Here's Harper. The pass to Pippen. Shot clock at 5. Here's Rodman. To halt the run. Good on the bucket. Rodman's got 4 this quarter.
And Rodman, a solid inside scorer. Picks his spots well and uses his body well, too.
From deep three-point range, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we have here after one half of play. Everybody, welcome back for our halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith. Checking out the visiting team. Kenny, what did you see from them?
Well, so far they won the battle of assists. They played more patiently and very unselfish in the first half. Good shot selection and nice flow of offense.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Chicago?
Well, I thought the one bright spot was the effort on the glass. Several times when momentum was sliding, getting a timely rebound really lifted. Strong work on the glass is key because that's how you string together a series of big stops.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take it down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joe, what up?
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Bulls trail by 4. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So for Chicago right now, we've got Rodman. Jordan is out there with Harper. Then it's Longley, and it's Pippen in at the 3 side. He's guarded by Harper. To the inside. Lays it up off the glass. He's got 7.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Offensive rebound. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Pippen, simply put, one of the best small forwards of all time. A defensive powerhouse and a fearless scorer.
Bulls shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game. The first one falls. And both free throws good for Pippen. He's guarded by Harper. About 1 minute played here in the second half.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Can't tie it up as that one misses. Makes it off the glass.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now here's Jordan. 11 points in the game.
Just 1 for 4 from the field, not the way they wanted to start the second half.
Jordan with the rebound.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Poke loose. Just 5 on the clock. Longley passes to Jordan. Open for 3. Unable to get that one.
Ooh, and this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Guarded by Pippen. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Pass to Rodman. And it's blocked. To the middle. And the rejection by Pippen. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Now Harper. Harper's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. 8 points for him.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Now here's Pippen. He has 5. And Jordan gets it to go.
You know, Jordan is an accomplished scorer inside. I mean, feels like he can get whatever shot he wants on the block.
Guarded by Jordan. Over to the left wing. A 15-footer and off the glass. That one's good.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Chicago calls timeout. Checked in for Harper. Bulls trail by 8. Pass to Jordan. To the paint. Lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
No surprise there. I mean, realizing he has the size advantage, he exploits it perfectly.
Chicago shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. .149 left in the third. Defended by Kerr. Rodman with the block.
Nasty defense from Rodman, part of his signature. I mean, he's really good at that end of the floor, and he can turn shots away, too.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Here's Longley, banked in off the glass. Longley's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, and Jordan sees the floor so nicely. I mean, one of his guys has a clean look. He gets the ball to him in whip-like fashion.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact, straightforward call, simple.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Here's Jordan, 15 points in the game. And they double up Jordan. Dishes it to Pippen. Left side, Jordan. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Just 5 to shoot. A 17-footer. Here's Pippen. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used this contribution.
Here is Kerr. Inside. And there's Jordan. That's good on the assist by Kerr. And that's 17 points for Jordan.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. The away team, they're up by 3. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Puts it up from 12. Jump shot is good that time. Now, here's Kerr. Kicks to Pippen. Pops it up for Jordan, and the dunk by Jordan.
No doubt about the brilliance of Jordan as a player. Outstanding in knowing when to go get that alley-oop.
And it's off from three-point range.
I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
And Pippen gets it to go.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Rodman covering. 4 on the clock. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. The layup missed. Chicago trailing here to the paint. Here's Jordan. Count it. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
He is certainly a dominant player. Michael Jordan, when he's in the zone, unstoppable.
Guarded by Pippen. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Rodman's got 11 rebounds in the game. Jordan, and it goes down 2 points. Now it's a 3-point Chicago lead.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended. Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Wennington, he's checked in for the Bulls. Harper comes in for Steve Kerr. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well during the break I was able to catch the message the visiting team coach gave to his team. He said, we're getting some looks on the 3, but we're not connecting. But don't get frustrated. He told them it's a game of ebbs and flows. Keep shooting with confidence. Guys?
Now here's Rodman. The kick out to Harper. There off the double clutch.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Out to the right wing. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Now here's Rodman. Passes it to Jordan, and they double up Jordan. Back to Rodman. Count it.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Bulls trail by 3. Harper the pass to Rodman. Out to Kukoc. 3-pointer. That one doesn't drop. Kukoc has gotten just 1 of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. Wasted no time on that one.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
And no let-up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Every timeout, a chance to review the
Out
lineup.
of this timeout.
And now we present our Jordan Player of the Game.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he has.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Longley comes in for Wennington, and Pippen subbed in for Tony Kukoc. Outside Jordan, shot to stop the run, and he lays it up and in. Jordan's got 8 points in the quarter.
How about that intensity that Jordan brings? I mean, this dude comes alive during crucial parts of the game.
Guarded by Pippen, uses the glass to finish the layup.
It's been like this all night for both teams, the offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
And the shot goes down. Jordan's got 18 points now here in the second half.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
To the wing right side. 5 to shoot. From outside, off the mark.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Harper. Count that one.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage, never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness. And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
And they double up Jordan. There's 42 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Longley passes to Harper. A miss that time would have put him up.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Now here's Pippen. The dish now to Harper. To the middle. Here's Rodman. No good.
Excellent box out there, keeping himself between the man and the basket.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
Shooting 2.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And the second of 2 is good. That will put them up by 2. Chicago calls timeout. They're down by 2. 3 seconds left in the fourth.
Guys, when you miss a quick one, you may have time for a putback to tie it at the buzzer.
Here's Jordan.
He got it in!
How about that? Gets the big-time shot to fall headed to OT.
Cold-blooded mate that was.
Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So for Chicago right now, they've got Pippen. Harper is out there with Michael Jordan. Then it's Rodman. And it's Longley in at the 5, roaming the paint. Clock at 4. Guarded by Jordan. Great D that time from Jordan.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Guarded by Pippen. Chicago grabs the miss. Pippen's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Jordan, and he uses the glass on the layup. Now it's a 4-point Bulls lead.
And Jordan is simply amazing at finishing through contact. Doesn't matter what you throw at him or who, he finds a way to score.
Looking to get it going, and the rejection by Pippen. Here's Harper, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Harper's got the lead up to 6 now for Chicago.
Defensively, you just can't afford to give these easy looks up. Just asking to get burned if you do.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Boy, that's finishing the defense there. He made a good effort on that possession defensively and then closed it out with the rebound.
It's no good. He's now 4 of 9 from the field. Guarded by Pippen. Right wing. A 3. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The Bulls leading by 6. Outside Harper. Here's Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Well, Jordan is something to watch slamming home the ball, man. This guy is really strong and does it with force.
Guarded by Pippen. On the clock. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
Boy, he's playing out of his head, nailing everything. And the defense is scrambling to try to stop him right now, and so far, no go.
This may be their most important possession.
No doubt about it. As long as they don't make any major mistakes, this one's in the bag.
Now here's Pippen. To the inside. Jordan. And the dunk by Jordan.
And that's his MO. Sometimes he can score more points by himself than the rest of the team.
What's your take, guys?
Trying to keep hope alive, but
A 3 off the inbound. The rebound by Simpkins. Here's Chicago. They're on a 10-2 run here. Here's Bushler. So the Bulls win it. They escape with a victory, although they needed an extra period to get it done.
Yeah, but what a great game. I mean, both teams, I felt like, gave it their all. But when it came to OT, it was just all about sheer determination on their part.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.